He's a bitter man.
Cradley and Netherton News, I'm Alice Rosenthal. Freaking sweet. The Cradley Heath branch of Woolworths is finally to close. Staff have continued to work at the store unaware the retail chain folded over 6 years ago.
Problem! Not a problem.
Once there was a man. Let's call him Lionel. Lionel's a successful bloke, and he had a blonde assistant. Let's call him Nigel. Let's call her Nigella. After working as close as a boss and assistant possibly could, young Nigella decided to go it alone. The pressure became too much. Lionel's a big bloke. After a tense and emotional row, young Nigella ran out of the office. Lionel shouted out, "If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen." Something he regrets this very day. Lionel has not seen young Nigella since. He's hoping that this song will bring back happy memories. So here's Gary Glitter. Do you want to touch me?
Sorry,
I'm Helen Jones, and I'm appealing today on behalf of hopeless comedians. Every year around August time, they migrate north in the hope of finding fame, fortune and fornication at the Edinburgh Comedy Festival. Each year they come back disillusioned, downtrodden and desperate. Some of them have not had a bunk up or a single review for weeks. Could you see it in your heart to send them 1 or 2 jokes?
Not a drama student, honest.
So that they can try again next year.
All I've got is a knock-knock joke.
That's all it takes. 1 or 2 jokes that they can pad out, add to their normal set,
Nice beard.
and pass off as a whole new routine. In return for giving the gift of hope, they will send you a signed photo, a flyer for the show and a poorly made podcast. Thank you for listening.
You got to feel sorry for them. I go to Edinburgh every year, spend loads of time writing, and then when they're there they're doing the updates on Facebook saying how well they're doing, and then they come back miserable and broke. They could come and perform at the Bush every Thursday. They could have a great time and get a free pint and a samosa. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just when they think things can't get any worse, Al Grant turns up to provide the entertainment.
Give me my money! I said give me my money! I've been here for 15 minutes!
I was so moved by their plight, and I turned the Bush into a soup kitchen. I think it's nice to give something back. And then I had an idea. If I turned the Bush into a soup kitchen, I could then turn it into a bistro. I employed Trevor Violet as my maitre d'. I booked a Michelin-starred chef. Admittedly, he went down with food poisoning. Anyway, I had to leave sourcing the chef. I left it in the hands of an agency. Fingers crossed on that one. Media mogul, Lionel Vinyl. He split from his assistant, young Nigel. Mr. Vinyl's relaunched himself as a food critic. He came to review our opening night.
Well, a lot of people are asking Lionel Vinyl why Lionel Vinyl has moved into the food critiquing business. And I suppose it's because I know as much about food as I do about the music business. So it was a natural extension. It all started when a young lady came to me and she showed me her baps. I don't care how soft she said they were. It was one of the most upsetting experiences I ever had. But that night, I had a nirvana. I met a young chap who'd got fantastic buns, firm and ripe. And then when he showed me his cobs, I knew the answer was in my own hand.
And we also had a health and safety lesson from a Mr. Ian Crawford of Sheffield. Think once.
Think once, think twice, think fork, spoon and knife. Good evening. My name's Ian Crawford, the traditional spelling I-A-N, and if I get a chance I'll tell you more about my cousin later. I'm here from the Sheffield office of the Steel and Cutlery Manufacturers, Allied Trades, Industries and Guilds Association. SACMATIAGA for short. Are fork-related injuries rare? Sadly not. They're on the increase, sort of 7%. They're still happening, and kids are especially vulnerable. People say, is that true? I've got a mistake on this slide. You probably spot it. It's a 3-hole injury caused by a 4-pronged fork. Do you see what I mean? But anyway, people say, oh, with software and the internet, that could be fake or anything. Let's look at the evidence. Now, I should just warn you, if you are of a nervous disposition, up until if this is what it takes to get the message across, then my work has been worth doing. I know what you're thinking. I thought he was joking. I thought it was just a laugh, all this cutlery stuff. You'll be giving your cutlery more respect in the morning, trust me. I know what you're thinking. What about the people at the back? Let's zoom in. Just remember, rough number 1, I will be handing out a little flyer. If you drop, then mop. All that spit. If only he'd followed this advice, he would still be alive today. The boys and girls back at SACMATIAGA in Sheffield, it's like James Bond Research and Development Department there. They've come up with all sorts of gadgets. Have you seen this? You can now nick a chip off your partner's plate. You can nick a chip off anybody's plate. Have you seen it? We call it the extender fork. Yeah. You see that there? You probably see it. You probably feel it. Yeah. And this is when this presentation goes from 2D into 3D. And it's ever so easy to use. If you spot a chip on somebody's plate, all you got to do, dip, flip, and chip. I've got 5 in the bag, $9.99. See me in the break. Oh, Spoonsense, I just need your help here, folks. Here we go. Now, I'll just tell you how it works. Everybody here at Cradley Heath, can you put your hand up with your spoon in? Here we go. Right, the imaginary spoon. Now, the cup's here. What we're going to do, I'm just going to tell you how it's going to work. We stir once, don't do it yet. We stir twice, and then we leave. Remember, this is the key bit. Leave the spoon, you grab the cup, you move on. Spoonsense. Here we go. Here we go. Watch and let it all together. Stir once, stir twice. Leave the spoon, grab the cup, move on. Spoonsense. Give yourselves a round of applause. My name's Ian Crawford. Your certificate's in the post. Thank you very much. Stay safe.
Bush Diva, Mad Sammy, well, she's offered to be our waitress. Braless as usual.
Cafe. Bonjour, Miss Shower. What do y'all want?
Right, Lionel Vinyl will not have the faggots. He's had too many recently. What Lionel Vinyl wants is the lower gall scratchings, au gratin, flambéed. Hang on a minute. Aren't you that young lady who showed me her baps?
Now, I'm a feminist though. Topless waiter, not waitress.
Chris Shaw's been brought in as our flambé chef. Now we specialise in char-grilled everything. We call him the incinerator.
I told her a bit less sodium.
Et maintenant, monsieur et madame, pied proche de Ciné-Waiter.
Would you like a starter? I will be your waiter. Smoking is restricted. We're Michelin rated. Fried cheese frittata, made with fresh tomato. Or fish frittata, with cream of tartar. Have my whole larder for the price you barter.
I'm Helen Jones. Wolfie has had to walk for 10 minutes just to get some fresh drinking water. He doesn't want to. He has to.
Yes, it's the water for the annual chili eating competition. The local branch of the Cortina Appreciation Society, they meet out the back.
Well, Cortinas.
I saw a Ford Cortina the other day coming down the road. It had the flowers in the back.
They had one of them tissue boxes, you know, the one with the gold shiny stuff in it.
The sidewinders.
Yeah.
Did it have go faster stripes?
I think it had go at 30 miles per hour stripes.
Speed limit stripes.
Yeah,
I like speed limit stripes.
They're the right ones because, like, there's kids and stuff crossing the road.
Kids and stuff crossing the road.
Yeah.
They're banned go faster stripes now.
Well,
you got to slow down at the lights with your faster stripes.
The speed camera. Right. See, where I'm from, we just have rickshaws. We don't have cars.
A rickshaw.
Yeah.
Is that a Ford?
No, it's just my mate.
Do they make those in Dagenham?
The taxi driver. No, make them in India.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like a half a bike and then half a mobility scooter thing. It's quite weird.
Half a bike and mobility. Do they have stripes on them?
Yeah, got speed limit stripes.
Limit stripes?
Yeah.
Are they limited?
Yeah, they are, because we've got like an autobahn in India. It's called the road.
An autobahn?
Yeah, like Germany.
Is that like a cake?
Is it? How was your meal?
I have to say, Lionel Vinyl thought that was one of the finest meals Lionel Vinyl has ever had. If it were possible for Lionel Vinyl to present his compliments to the chef, he would be most agreeable.
Certainly not. I'll just go and get the geisha. See you in a bit.
Bring the chilies, Nigel, bring the chilies.
He's a bitter man.